Good Friday night to you, sports fans. You've come to the right place. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, on the sidelines as well. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Drew Holiday.
Well, as your career goes along, you naturally lose a little bit. But he takes great care of himself. He puts a lot of effort into his preparation, and he's smart about picking his spots. That's why he's still a factor out there on the offensive end.
The starters for the Portland Trailblazers. They've got Toumani Camara, Avdia out there with Donovan Clingan. Then it's Holiday, and it's Lillard in at the 1. And for Detroit, Harris steps in at the 4 with Duran at the center spot. Cade Cunningham out there with Karis LeVert. And it's Robinson in at the 3, the small forward. Pick off in midair. What a matchup we have tonight, Greg. Wow, what a play! Unbelievable!
Oh! Is Dame trying to get in the dunk contest? Looked like it on that incredible finish.
Now, here is Robinson. Three-pointer. And Clingan pulls it down. The Blazers on offense. Stolen by LeVert. Harris against Avdia. Here's Duran. Cunningham on the wing. LeVert from outside. Avdia with the rebound. Last outing for the Pistons, it was a loss to the Bucks in Milwaukee. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
A bit ago, J.B. Bickerstaff and I were able to chat. I asked him about facing a talent like Damian Lillard, and Coach said, we know Dame is going to be a handful. He always is. He has unlimited range. He's terrific at shooting off the dribble, and if you press up on him, he'll go right by you. He is a difficult cover, to say the least. Back to you.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. Now, Cunningham. Following the miss by Denny Avdia from deep. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. You know, Tim, one thing you hear about Cade Cunningham is his leadership skills.
Yeah, Kevin, he is very mature and unselfish. While this team definitely revolves around his play, he doesn't make it all about himself. And that is the difference.
And he can't get the first one. You know, Greg, after struggling with injuries to start his NBA career, Cade Cunningham is figuring it out.
And the former #1 overall pick in 21, last season his first All-Star appearance, and he's only getting started.
And he sinks the second. And after years of disappointment, the Pistons, Tim, finally seem to have put it together.
And I think the key for them has been blending in the right amount of veteran leadership with their emerging young players. And I'll tell you what, this team still has a lot more upside.
Good.
Aggressive move by Lillard, attacking the heart of that defense.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Pass to LeVert. Cunningham outside, and here is Robinson. Detroit, no good that time either.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Holiday. It's hauled in by Harris. The Pistons have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. LeVert the pass to Cunningham. Duran with the screen on Lillard. Shots good by Duran.
And this guy is a beast around the rim. That's just too much Jalen Duran right now.
Here's Lillard. Coming off a solid outing against Cleveland. Clingan the screen for Lillard. Outside Holiday. Sinks the triple.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And the Pistons with possession here, trailing by 4. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
Well, that's the big challenge. Teams tend to feel more comfortable at home for sure, so you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. That just didn't happen in this one.
And the wide open shot from Avdia. And the 3 off target. The Pistons have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. For the 3, and Duncan Robinson good for 3.
And really with a pass-first mentality, Cunningham, the type of player that you like to play with.
Trailblazers have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. And Lillard kicks to Holiday. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Holiday's got a couple of threes now in the first with the Trailblazers. Here is Cunningham. Last game we saw him score 32. Pass to LeVert. Harris outside. Now LeVert. Looking for Cunningham, and he gets it there. Good on the shot.
And this is the beauty of Cunningham. He can score from anywhere on the floor. That length, obviously, a huge advantage.
Here's Kamara. Still yet to score. It's blocked. Cunningham against Lillard. The 11-footer. The kick out to Cunningham. 3-pointer, LeVert. Rebound by Drew Holiday. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for Portland. Pass to Lillard. Now Kamara. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, it's the power of the two-man game. After all these years, it's still the most difficult set to defend.
Lillard against Cunningham. In the corner, it's Harris. Off target from three-point range. Trailblazers leading by 4. Holiday with it. Picked up by Harris. Here's Klingon. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. And, well, Detroit shooting a lowly 30% to start this game out.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Holiday, it's tipped.
Yeah, going straight up with those long arms. Duran, flat out, a brick wall around the rim.
Here's Cunningham. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Pistons have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
Shooting 2.
He misses the free throw. Jalen Duran has certainly forced him in this NBA. He's a nightly double-double.
Well, he looks like a bouncer at a nightclub, but you forget how young this guy is. If he keeps improving like this, Kevin, he has a chance to be one of the premier bigs in this league.
I was going to say the same thing about you, but I'll call you a Greek god as opposed to a bouncer in a bar. How's that?
I much prefer the Greek god description.
Now LeVert following Drew Holiday's three-point attempt. And Lillard is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Trailblazers on D. It's a 3-point game. Pass to Cunningham. Back to Harris. It's over Avdia. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
Well, that's a tough matchup for the offense there. It's a low probability on that shot.
Klingon finds Lillard. Inside. And slam dunk by Kamara.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Kamara's gone 2 for 4 so far here tonight. On the wing, Harris. Cunningham outside. outside Robinson. Off target with his three.
Struggling to get it going out there right now. I think he's pressing just a little bit too much.
Holiday. Great D that time from LeVert.
That's a missed opportunity, and that is one he would love to have back.
That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Cunningham's got 3 assists in the game. The Trailblazers with the lead. Over in the corner, Avdia. And that one, good.
And, you know, he just continues to make the right decisions when he has the ball. Holiday with a really high basketball IQ.
The Pistons shooting a pretty distressing 27% here in the early minutes.
Yeah, and in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
And here are the Trailblazers now, coming into this having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game, great adjustments on the offensive end.
And the fact that they did all of that on the road was really impressive. Great use of the bounce pass right there, setting up his teammate.
Pistons trail by 4. Pass to Robinson. Shoots over Kamara. And Detroit again with the bucket. And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. And this is their first time matched up with the Pistons this year. Holland, he's checked in for the Pistons. Jaden Ivey comes in for Karis LeVert. Shaedon Sharpe's checked in for Portland. Henderson comes in for Drew Holiday. Portland's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Down low. And it's Klingon with the jam.
I tell you, not only does Klingon set sturdy screens, he knows how to make himself available for the pass.
Pistons trail by 4. Pass to Holland. Harris looking it over. Ivey against Lillard. 6 to shoot. Ivey passes to Harris. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Here's Lillard. And the layup is good. And now a 6-point Trailblazer lead.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
The Pistons shooting 33% here in the first quarter. Lillard against Ivey. Portland grabs the miss. Klingon's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And their offense is really clicking right now.
Playing with a lot of energy and really taking it to the defense.
Sharp, the pass to Lillard. Over Ivey. Lillard misses.
Yeah, he's got to be mad at himself for missing that one, especially considering the defense didn't really affect him.
Out left to the wing. Here's Duren. Nails the baby hook. Duren's got 6.
Well, that's what I love about Duren. He understands his game and his limitation. He likes the ball down low. He is not going to take too many threes.
Now, here's Sharp. Hasn't made one yet. Oh, good with the triple. Nice move. And Harris lays it up and in. Now just a 2-point Portland lead.
Whoa, he really got his defender on his heels on that one. What a fantastic play, guys.
1:12 left in the first. GA, despite their youth, this Blazers team showing some grit at the defensive end of the court.
Yeah, very disruptive. Length on the perimeter. Donovan Clingan towering in the paint. And Chauncey Billups on the sidelines preaching that hard-nosed approach.
He's an absolute beast to deal with for the defense. Sometimes he can even leave you feeling helpless.
Duran with the screen on Henderson. Cunningham dishes it to Harris. Just 5 to shoot. The 3-ball. Good on the triple. Harris has got his second basket.
Well, Harris can be a reliable long-range option, and his team does what they can to get him clean looks.
Clingan the screen for Henderson. Takes a 3. Rebound by the Pistons. Harris has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Cunningham. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. He's got 6.
Yeah, and I like Cunningham from the mid-range area of the floor. It's the most difficult place for a defense to run extra traffic at you.
And Sharp has it in the corner. Drops in the tray. And the Trailblazers lead by 2. Good if it goes. No good. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Trailblazers lead by 2. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Portland.
And, guys, I love the movement. Doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
And what about the collective effort so far from distance? Their shooters have been on point there.
And for Portland, they're shooting at 50% in a decent groove. On the court for the Trailblazers, Henderson and Sharp are the guards. Williams is out there with Murray, and it's Thybulle in at the small forward. The Pistons trail it. Here's Holland. He has yet to score. The fader. Stewart misses. Henderson against Ivy. Thybulle on the wing. And Sharp has it in the corner. No good from outside. And for the Pistons, they're shooting about 42% so far. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Robert Williams. That is his first foul of the game. Javonte Green, he's checked in for Marcus Sasser. Out to the right wing. Pass to Holland. Stewart a screen. 6 on the shot clock. And he converts the layup. Stewart's got his first 2 points of the night.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Green against Sharp. To the inside. There's Williams. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And one thing Williams has, a lot of natural strength. You can play him physical, but most of the time he's going to win that battle.
Every so often, Tim, you heard the term defensive anchor. What defines one in the way you look at the game?
Well, I think it's that player that's on the back line, protecting the rim, but also able to see the entire floor. That is where your best communicator often resides.
How did you grade your defensive abilities when you played?
I battled, Kevin. You're going to have to kill me to stop me. That's the way I looked at it.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks a lot. The Pistons are growing. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said, I appreciate the work that the guys have put in, and I'm proud of what they're becoming. But we have more work to do. we're still taking steps. Our guys have improved, the team has improved, but we're not finished yet. Kevin, back to you.
On the rise. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Free throw drops for Green. And the tough guy reputation, Tim, well earned for Isaiah Stewart.
Well, yeah, he's a physical presence, Kevin. He does not shy away from an alley fight. He brings that edge every team needs, and it is especially welcome in the Motor City.
Now, here's Ivy. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Bucks in Milwaukee.
And he promoted team chemistry. That's how you do it, by moving the ball.
Shoots the three. It's hauled in by Thibault. Portland's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Deflects the pass. Here's Ivy. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Now that we have the chance to show you the teams in the top of the NBA in steals this year. The Trailblazers third. Fifth on the list, the Pistons.
And forcing turnovers is a point of pride for both these teams. That's why their steal numbers have been so high.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. So nice to see Jaden Ivey back in action, Tim, after suffering that broken fibula last season.
Yeah, Kevin, he was just hitting his stride when he had a very difficult injury. In particular, he was upping his shooting percentage from the field. Now he's looking to continue that momentum.
Here's Williams, laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Williams has got his second bucket tonight.
You know, when Williams gets positioned inside, he just looks to dominate physically, and then he shows you the skill set on top of it.
Now here is Holiday. 11-point game his last outing. Left side Williams. Shoots. Takes a big height bounce and goes in. And now it's a 3-point Trailblazer lead.
Great at creating shots. Sharp did it there with that catch and shoot.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Detroit making a switch here. Reed's checked in. So a moment now to see the story for Damian Lillard.
And guys, his effective field goal percentage is trending in the wrong direction over the past 5 games. Shot discipline hasn't been the best. He'll be looking to play a smarter game tonight.
Now here's LeVert. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Stewart with the screen on Sharp. And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Stewart.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
For Portland, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. There's a screen by Kamara. And slam dunk by Kamara.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
That is just beautiful ball movement, unselfish basketball.
Here is Cunningham. Portland making their last shot. Stewart finds Reed. Stewart, a screen for Robinson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Stewart gets it to go. Stewart's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Well, he was cold in that first quarter. Now it's great to see him flip that switch and start getting hot here.
Lillard outside. Williams sets a screen for Lillard to the paint. And it's Williams finishing it off.
Known for his scoring there, Lillard with a fantastic pass in that screen and roll.
And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Trailing by 2.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. The Trailblazers have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Williams, a screen on Cunningham. Lillard, and again, it's Portland converting.
You won't find too many players with a better understanding of the pick and roll than Lillard. He runs that set to a T.
Now, here's Cunningham. He's got 6. The Pistons working the ball around now. Robinson misses.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Lillard scanning the floor. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Pistons. On Saturday, they'll be matching up against Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks. And then on Thursday, they'll take on Evan Mobley and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And for that matchup with the Mavericks, it's going to be a bit of a measuring stick for them. See just how they stack up with a team that most would feel has the edge.
Jalen Duren, he's checked in for the Pistons. Robert Williams, he's checked in for Toumani Camara.
And that's foul number 2. Maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
For Detroit, they have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game. That's good from Cunningham. And we were talking about, Tim, the front office, the Blazers very pleased with their internal development.
Well, the pieces fit. They're not just young players looking to score, but you have guys who are willing to defend and make hustle plays. That's how you build a winning culture.
Now, here's Lillard. He's got 8. And here's Holiday. Pass to Klingon. 5 to shoot. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Lillard misses. The Pistons have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Cunningham against Sharp. Cunningham gets the bucket. Cunningham's got the lead up to 2 now for the Pistons.
So good at playing through contact. The body control that Cunningham possesses is impressive.
And it's Lillard missing. Detroit's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. There's the 3. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
To the middle. Here's Duren. And Duren slams it in.
Easiest work of the night for Duren. He barely had to elevate.
The Trailblazers have gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter. Up over 50%. Lillard outside. Pass to Klingon. Inside. Shot clock at 6. Williams' shot is off. The Pistons leading. It's LeVert on the wing. Lets it go from deep. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. Cunningham's got his 7th assist here tonight. Trailblazers shooting it very well. 54% from the floor in the second quarter. And Sharp has it in the corner. And such a nice move to make the basket work. Sharp's got 4 this quarter.
Oh, nice job executing inside. Sharp's confidence is what makes him such a dangerous player.
Detroit's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Cunningham passes to Robinson. To the inside. A nice shot by Reed. Reed's got the lead back up to 4 now for the Pistons.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Tobias Harris is checked in for Detroit. And Portland with a change here too. Diaz checked in for Williams. And so here's Portland. 4-point game. Swinging the screen for Lillard. Driving in. It's deflected.
Nice rejection right there by Duren. I see you, big fella. Go after everything in there.
Sinks the three-pointer. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Detroit.
They're contesting shots and have also come up with some significant blocks, putting a little doubt into the minds of the opposing shooters.
And they're also focusing on their break, looking for any chance they can to push the pace and get out in transition.
And it's Sharp missing.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Cunningham's shot is off. Trailblazers trail by 7. Lillard attacking. Sharp, the pass to Avdia. Portland, no good that time either. Detroit's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. Robinson, that's good.
Well, the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Portland has gotten into trouble with the 3-ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Lillard against Cunningham. It's stolen by Duren. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. So, Tim, and I can see it in my mind's eye, you won that three-point contest back in '96. What's the key to success in that event in particular?
Oh, yeah, what a great night. And I think, Kevin, there's a few things. First, I just think you've got to have a short, compact release, because then you're not going to rush at the end to make sure you get all 25 balls up. But I also think part of it, for me, I got to shoot first after the warm-up introductions because I was still loose. I didn't have to sit there for 20 or 30 minutes during commercial breaks. I think that helped me win the title that night.
A little strategy. With a break in the action, let's take a peek at the top rebounding teams in the NBA this season. The Pistons second.
You know, it's not necessarily a glamour stat, but make no mistake, their top-notch board work has been a huge key to their success.
And so Lillard will bring it up for the Trailblazers. Trailing by 13. Here's Avdia. Knocks down the 3-ball. Avdia's got 5 now.
Even when he's near the hoop, Lillard always aware of the open man on the perimeter.
Cunningham passes to Duren. Fires the 3. And Cunningham gets it to go on the assist by LeVert. Cunningham's got the lead up to 13 now for Detroit. Portland's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. Back to Lillard. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. 13 points in the game.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
1:31 left now here in the second. Cunningham passes to Duren. And here is Robinson, defended by Sharp. And it's LeVert missing.
Well, he's not having as much success shooting the ball early as he wanted, but so far, it's not hurting their team performance.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 13. Down low. Clingan. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Jalen Duren.
And simply put, Donovan Clingan is a winner. 2 national titles in 2 college seasons. He can really affect a game at that size.
Free throw good. Clingan. Tim, walk me down the Donovan Clingan pick at number 7 in the 2024 draft. What do you think the thinking was there?
Well, Kevin, I just think people viewed him as a winner, a 2-time collegiate champion, and then most importantly, that rare young big man that wants to play center and anchor the paint.
And Clingan drops them both. And this young Pistons team, GA, you and I love them, building around toughness.
Yeah, offensively, attacking the paint, defensively, where they are engaged. And they'll send you to the foul line quite a bit, but it's a product of that hard-nosed style.
Let's see the connected cam angle on that stunning play, brought to you by AT&T. Avdia with a screen for Sharp. Outside, Avdia. Back to Sharp. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Pistons leading by 11. Pulls up. Harris's shot is off. 32 seconds left in the second quarter. It's deflected. Avdia with the rebound. Avdia's got his fourth rebound in this one. Holiday finds Klingon. Here's Lillard. Pass to Holiday from outside the arc. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him. And so is Detroit in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Hey there, everybody. Shaq says hi. Kenny says hi, too. Yes, we are in the midst of the NBA season and a perfect time to see how things are coming together in the West. Being at the top of your respective conference has got to be a good feeling. Right, fellas?
A very good feeling, Ernie. And you always want to be sending a message out there to those teams.
What does the message say, Kenny?
It says, good luck, brother. You'll need it.
And turning our attention to the first half of our game tonight, bit of a tough start for the Portland Trailblazers.
They're within striking distance. They've done a few good things out there, but rebounding is not one of them, Shaq.
Probably the difference in the game, which I'm sure Coach is reminding them of. Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You look at Cade Cunningham in this game, he's been everywhere.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
For most guys, that's a night's work. It shows you how dominant he's been to this point.
Trailblazers trail by 8. Harris steps in at the 4 with Duran at the center spot. Karis LeVert is out there with Cunningham. And it's Robinson in at the small forward position. And that's the group for J.B. Bickerstaff as we begin the second half. Greg, when you talk about the all-time great three-point shooters, Damian Lillard is right up there.
Without a doubt. Steph is the clear number one, but that second spot is up for debate. And it's between guys like Harden, Ray Allen, and Dame.
The first one falls. And Tim, it came out this past summer that the Trailblazers were for sale.
And with the entirety of the proceeds of that sale going to charitable causes, and with franchise value skyrocketing league-wide, a lot of good is going to come from this transfer.
He's perfect from the line this time. So, Tim, when you look at what wins in this NBA, many say the heyday of the super team has come and gone. Why is that?
Well, I believe the new collective bargaining agreement has made it awfully difficult for teams to pay 3 stars and also fill out their roster with complementary role players.
So what's the answer? How do teams build?
I think the answer Oklahoma City has captured. You have to have great chemistry, certainly a star at the top, and then guys that understand the pecking order of that team. I think that's how you get it done and build around defense.
Great example. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, thanks a lot, guys. Cade Cunningham is leading the way for this Pistons team. Coach JB Bickerstaff said he shows belief in his teammates, and that's what leadership is. He's with you during the good and the bad. That gives the rest of his team more comfort and confidence. Kevin?
Establishing the mindset. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Stolen by Avdia. On the wing, Holiday. LeVert defending. Here's Lillard. Holiday trying to free himself up. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Hey, Lillard has all the talent in the world, but, man, this guy is a great leader. Lots of charisma, and he holds his teammates accountable.
Shoot 2.
And he makes the first. And, Tim, the improvement for the Detroit Pistons keyed by acquiring veteran floor spacers. You must like that aspect, am I right?
Yeah, I love that, Kevin. The fact that they have a star offensive player and they went out and added guys that can create more space for their best player, and also they've become a great defensive team. And one of the responsibilities with being a great player is making free throws.
Robinson, that's good.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Yeah, that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Portland. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. On the wing, Holiday. Here's LeVert. And a wide open look for Cunningham. No good on the 3. And Jalen Duren picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Trailblazers trail by 8. Now here's Lillard. 17 points in the game. To the paint. Here's Klingon. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Klingon's got 8 points.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Outside Robinson. Duren sets the screen for Robinson. And now Lillard pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. LeVert with a wide open look. And it's off from three-point range. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Drains it from beyond the arc. Now just a 3-point Piston lead.
And he's just living out beyond the arc right now. What a weapon to have on the floor.
And he's keeping the game within striking distance. I don't know where they'd be without his shooting.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Down low, here's Kamara. Rebound by the Pistons. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Pass to LeVert. And yes, it's good. Now it's a 7-point Detroit lead.
And when you get this kind of shooting from him, 100% from the field, they're going to be tough to beat.
Portland's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. And Lillard kicks to Avdia. A three-pointer, no good.
And they continue to control the glass.
Cunningham for 3.
Good luck dealing with Duren on the offensive glass. That's just an outstanding job staying with the play.
Now Lillard. He's got 17. This one for 3. Duren pulls it in. Duren's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. To the middle. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You take a look at the Trailblazers. They're in the upper part of the conference records right now, in 5th place.
When I look at Portland, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed, and that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
Well, this is kind of where we expected them to be. They're a very good team, maybe even great, but they are still one level below the very top.
And a moment now to check out the numbers for Drew Holiday. He's around 10 points per game, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. And he really anchors them defensively with that tenacious play on that side of the ball.
Yeah, it's all about great energy, and he brings that part to the game. His teammates feed off of that.
Clingan with it. Duran's on him. Lillard left side. Back to Clingan. And no good. Great defense that time from Duran. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Pistons?
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot?
Yeah, they have been dialed in from deep. The three-pointer has been there all night for them.
Detroit leading by 10. Cunningham with it. 13 points in the game. Drills the three-pointer. Harris has got 8.
And Harris is really effective shooting off the catch.
And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for Portland. Trying to get something going. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Avdia's got 4 points now in the quarter. Lillard against Cunningham. To the inside. Harris outside. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It goes on Donovan Clingan.
That's a really nice job that time, drawing the defense in. Harris earning that whistle.
That's good from Harris. All right, legs, follow me here. You look at the rise of teams like Detroit. There's a lot to be said for having young legs.
Well played, Kevin, well played. And look, today's game exacts a physical toll. And if you think of it, that's especially true when you're playing a team like the Pistons. They play fast and they hit hard.
Kamara, I'll be on the wing. For 3. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
First 3 of the half, 2nd of the game. Can he heat up?
Cunningham passes to LeVert. Outside Robinson. And Duran slams it in.
And what's great about Duran's production is it's consistent and he plays to his strengths.
Avdia, he's got 12. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 11 rebounds.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Nice ball movement by Detroit. Robinson finds Duran. Outside for Robinson. Buries it from three-point range. Robinson's got the lead up to 14 now for Detroit.
Well, he has dictated the tempo this entire quarter, getting basically whatever he wants offensively.
And Holiday has it in the corner. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
A really smart player. Holiday can find the spaces inside and exploit them for points.
Detroit's gone to the three-point shot 8 times already in the second half and hit 4 of them. Cunningham against Lillard. There's the lob to Duran. Tipped away.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
There is no doubt about it. They'd love to have that one back. Well, those are the ones you're happy to get every trip down the floor if you can.
And here is Harris. He's got 11. Cunningham on the wing. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
And the strength of Cunningham. Fantastic job there scoring on the defense.
Lillard, the pass to Avdia. Fires for 3. Rebound by the Pistons. They've led by as many as 14 points.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
A nice shot by Harris.
Yeah, finding a way. That's what Harris does.
Now, here's Avdia. 12 points for him. There's a screen by Kamara. Over in the corner, Lillard. And the 3 ball is good. Lillard's got 7 now in this quarter.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
Pass to LeVert. Outside Robinson. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got his 3rd assist on the night. Trailblazers trail by 13. Now Lillard, who's got 20. Going in the screen for Lillard. Tries from 10. Off the left rim and out. The Pistons shooting a stellar 60% since the halftime break. And Klingon pulls it down. Trailblazers shooting 47% from the field in the 3rd. The jump hook, and no problem from Avdia as he finishes at the rim.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
1:57 left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Pass to LeVert. In the corner, it's Robinson. Harris outside. From the arc. The Trailblazers pull it in. Klingon's got rebound number 13 with that last one. Holiday with it. 14 points for him. There's a screen by Kamara. Lillard misses.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
And he can make some jaw-dropping plays. Cunningham loves to get to the 10 and finish with authority.
1:15 left to play in the 3rd. Lillard against Cunningham. Pass to Kamara. Lillard outside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Cade Cunningham.
Yeah, you never want to foul Dame in the act. He's almost automatic from the line.
And a different look here for the Pistons. Stewart checked in for Jalen Duren. Reed comes in for Tobias Harris. Howland, he's checked in for Robinson. And Ivy subbed in for Karis LeVert. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Williams, he's checked in for Klingon. Murray comes in for Avdia. Sharp's checked in for Tamani Kamara. And Scoot Henderson subbed in for Drew Holiday.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Trailblazers trail by 13. And Lillard kicks to Henderson. Back to Lillard. And Sharp has it in the corner. Buries the long-range jumper. Sharp's got 10 points.
And nice work on the perimeter. Defenses must respect Sharp's range.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Cunningham drives in. And then Cunningham with the dunk.
And that kind of sums up how this game is going.
Attack-minded all the way.
When you have someone running point who's also a factor at the rim like that, it's a huge advantage.
Pass to Sharp. In the corner, Murray with it. The 3. And another three for Portland. And so it's Detroit in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. From beyond the arc, they've been absolutely tremendous. And we'll be right back after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, I like the fact he didn't telegraph it. That's poetry in motion right there.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the court for the Trailblazers, Murray out there with Williams. Then there's Scoot Henderson. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Sharp in at the three.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And here are the Trailblazers now. Here's Sharp. It's stolen by Cunningham. Here's Holland. Cunningham on the wing. Back to Ivy. Takes the three. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Henderson passes to Lillard. Over Ivy. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Stewart. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Robert Williams. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Here's Holland. Goes up from the top of the key. Again, the Pistons good for 2.
Now that one went in, but I don't think that's a shot they want to rely on.
It's Henderson on the wing. Covered by Cunningham. Lillard from outside. Offensive rebound. Murray. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Pistons leading by 13. Cunningham with it. Now Henderson defending. Cunningham gets the bucket.
Oh, let me tell you something. Kate Cunningham has gone from a rising star in this league to a bona fide star and putting up big numbers tonight.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
Take a break. Take a break.
The first free throw is good.
And I like the work Lillard's put into his defense the past few seasons. He may not be a stopper, but he's improved immensely at that end of the floor. And just a better job of getting to the line here in the second half. Didn't get there once in the first.
And he gets it back. And again, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been 1 step ahead of the defense all game long. Ivy against Lillard. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Here's Williams. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but drew contact. He'll head to the line.
Just such a physical player. Williams has no off switch, which is how he gets these calls.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
Yeah, and the work they've done at the line has been impressive here in the second half.
Jalen Duren. He's checked in for Isaiah Stewart. And Portland with a change here, too. Klingen's checked in. And both free throws good for Williams.
And the energy of Williams, it's infectious. Amazing at using it to block shots, rebound, score, whatever they ask of him.
Holland, no good. Trailblazers trail by 14. Here's Sharp. That's short off the rim. Cunningham looking around. Ivy against Lillard. And he makes good on the layup. And the Pistons lead by 16.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Trailblazers have gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. Henderson outside. Here's Sharp. Hits the three-point bomb. Sharp's got 9 points here in the second half.
They're giving him a little too much space out there. That's his third triple since halftime.
Pistons leading by 13. And here's Ivy. Duran with a screen on Henderson. Inside. And another assist.
Another possession, another assist.
You know, Greg, he's sharing the ball well, hitting his guys in their spots. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Pass to Henderson. Now Klingon. Defended by Duran. Just 5 on the clock. Lillard from outside. And another 3 for Portland.
And that is just too easy for Lillard. A legitimate threat to burn you from the corner.
And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for Detroit. At one point, they led by 16. Poked away and stolen by Ivy. Cunningham with it. Now Henderson defending. Ivy with the bucket. Trailblazers trail by 14. And Lillard gets it to go. Lillard's got 28.
Some nights, Lillard can just keep going and going.
Here's Ivy. Pass to Cunningham. Duran with a screen on Henderson. Here's Holland. Now, here is Reed. Here's Cunningham. And it's Portland with the rebound. Williams has got rebound number 5 here tonight. In the corner, Henderson with it. Another possession, another assist. Dishing it all over the place in this one.
He's tallying them up in bunches.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. So for the Pistons, Tobias Harris is checked in for Paul Reed. Duncan Robinson comes in for Holland. And Karis LeVert subbed in for Ivy. And then for the Trailblazers, Javdiaz checked in for Williams. Toumani Camara comes in for Shaedon Sharp. And it's Holiday in for Henderson. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
J.B. Bickerstaff had some words for his team over the break. He said, keep it going, guys. Ride this wave of momentum. We're playing great right now, but we can't let up. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. Cunningham's shot is off.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
He seems like he's moving okay, but clearly something isn't right.
Kamare misses. Detroit leading by 9. Pass to LeVert. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson.
And you see the open floor speed of LeVert, a great athlete who just needs to stay healthy to reach his potential.
Portland's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. break Detroit. Robinson for three. Here's LeVert. Launches it. And Klingon pulls it down.
It's just not his night from the three. But this is exactly why you can't live and die by that shot.
Lillard against Cunningham. Here's Kamara. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
A nice shot by LeVert.
That's his first from distance this half, which gives him 3 for the night.
Now, here's Lillard. And Holiday has it in the corner. Back to Lillard. From downtown, Portland again missing.
Well, he was hoping to respond with a 3 of his own. He just couldn't get it to go.
Tim, what a ride it's been for sharpshooter Duncan Robinson.
Well, there is no doubt about it, Kevin. He's the only player ever to take part in both a men's Division III and Division I championship game. Then, after going undrafted, he goes on to start in the NBA Finals. He has really come a long way.
He hits the second from the line.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
And he nails the third. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. 17-point game. Pass to Kamara. Nailed from three-point land.
That's a breakdown defensively. He is far too good of a shooter to leave that wide open.
And here's LeVert. Back to Cunningham. With some arc. Fires from deep. And it's Karis LeVert with the three. LeVert's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for Detroit.
It's been a modest night scoring so far. Maybe that shot will encourage him to get some more looks.
Lillard, bounce pass. Klingon finds Lillard. Back to Klingon. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You two.
Running up the court, Robinson pushing it up. Pass to LeVert. Back to Robinson. Klingon with the steal. Avdia kicks to Holiday. Here's Kamara. And a miss there on the triple. And it's Detroit's ball. They're on an 11-3 run. Now, here's LeVert. Robinson on the wing, guarded by Holiday. Klingon with the block.
And at 7'2", Klingon is a huge shot-blocking threat. Guys have got to be careful when he's around.
And that one falls for Robinson.
Yeah, love the attitude he's playing with here in the second half. Going strong to the hoop and getting to the free throw line.
Pistons leading by 18. Now LeVert. Duran with the screen on Lillard. Cunningham. And the three misses.
So far, he hasn't done a lot of damage from three. Only had that one in the first half.
You know, Dame loves to test the defense like that. Runs up against it and then outworks them.
That free throw missing. And he's good on the second.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Here he goes. Oh, that is a big-time jam.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
What a great sequence. You got to love the effort. That's big time.
Outside Robinson. Here's Duran. Whoa! He flew in there. Wow! Oh, the slam dunk.
Oh, whoa. That is just nasty right there by Duran.
I'd like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. Cunningham against Lillard. And another assist for him.
Another possession, another assist.
You know, Greg, he's sharing the ball well, hitting his guys in their spots. 1:49 left in the fourth quarter. Now Cunningham. Here's Duran. Clinging with the steal. And now running up the court, Avdia pushing it up. And again, another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammate.
Here's Cunningham. Now Duran. Put it down hard.
Watch out below.
Woo!
And how about the recognition there from LeVert? Coaching staff will appreciate that kind of ball movement.
One thing we see sometimes, players opting to represent themselves when it comes to signing a contract. In other words, Tim, they don't have an agent. Why do you think that is?
Well, I think most players, Kevin, understand that the numbers are pretty set, particularly for the superstar. If you know you're going to get a supermax, why not keep more of what you make? Why pay an agent?
That's a good point.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Pistons.
Great, generous ball movement tonight, a thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort. They got everyone involved.
And this will be a big win for them. Win number 13 now in the bag.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Jalen Duran.
He did all the dirty work that they needed, clearing out space underneath and securing rebounds.
Big-time jam. He was ready to receive and deliver.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Yeah, the atmosphere in this arena has been unbelievable. Great all-around effort by everyone to put this game away.
That's good from Cunningham. And so Cunningham nails both of them. And stolen by Ivy. And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And Allie LaForce has got something now for us from the floor. Allie, take it away.
Duncan, you heated up and you had this crowd bouncing in the stands. Must have been an incredible feeling.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you can make a couple in a row feels good. Even better, you know, when you got this fan base behind you. So it just means a lot to being here and just finish off with a win.
You had the green light and you took advantage. Thanks, Duncan.
And as always, Allie, thank you so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game,